Hey my mates, hope you had a good weekend. Thanks for the videos, and yeah, really excited to get back to it. So going through the videos there, first thing, okay, don't get overwhelmed. Okay, remember when we first started, I got to lay it out there, okay, explain things that we're going to be working on, okay. I didn't explain the review, but obviously I'm explaining now, or I will explain now. The order that we work on them is also important, okay, because each one will have come about, not always, but most of the time, by something else, all right? So fixing things in the correct order, or focusing on the right things to fix, is going to have, again, an effect on the other stuff, okay, but hopefully this time in a positive way, all right? So it means that the hard work is in the beginning, okay, and then as we start working on point 3 and point 4, all right, they've already started to fix themselves because you're doing point 1 and point 2 better. Okay, and that's always how we do it, right? So don't get overwhelmed, all right? But basically, all right, a lot of good stuff. Okay, so from, was it end of last year? I think it was, right? The face positions, the right arm position, way better. Okay, way less face rotation. I love where that club's sitting at the top, all right? Definitely less dipping, all right? And no locking out of that right leg. Okay, so there's really a lot of really good stuff there. Okay, from that first little bit of work we did, right? Where we at now, okay, although the right leg is not locking out, okay, we still have some sort of pivot angle issues, okay? So basically what's happening is this is going too far, okay, and then the head and shoulders are trying to stay on the board, and then we get this sort of extension of the right side here, okay? We want to be pivoting on top of that right hip. Okay, that's our backswing pivot point. Obviously, we can't if it goes there. Plus, when it goes there, the angle of the pivot changes a little bit. Okay, so that's, yeah, basically not that. Okay, so we're going to work on that slowly. It's a tough one. We're going to work on that one slowly. Okay, and then takeaway is a bit of a issue. Okay, it's quite aggressive. Okay, we want to smooth it out definitely. Okay, but it's more a case of this. Okay, so always remember, whenever we're trying to figure this golf swing out, okay, we always, okay, basically fundamental idea that the golf swing is a tilted circle. All right, that circle is built around my spine. Okay, so we rotate around my spine. Okay, the more neutral and the more efficient that action is, the better, basically. Okay, problem you have, number one, is, okay, if this moves, my spine moves, so my swing circle changes angle. So that's problem number one, right? And then problem number two, okay, I'm now attaching that swing circle with the levers, the arms, to the club head. Okay? So there's my swing circle. Now I need to turn and shift, and obviously accelerate, and try and return that circle to that fixed point, the golf ball. Okay, as often and as repeatedly as possible, let's say. Right, so if you take it away here, okay, you've automatically moved the golf swing. That's kind of like me moving the board as soon as you take it away. Right, that's how I think about it. Anyway, so that's our big focus, those two things. All right, from there, face definitely a little bit open coming in. Okay, but it kind of has to be the way you're swinging, so I wouldn't worry about it too much. It's so much better on the backswing. All right, and then that last little thing is, oh, sorry, it's more like that, that left arm. But again, that's more to do with the club face staying open. All right, so hopefully point 3 and 4, which is really what we're leading towards, neutralize unnecessary move and unnecessary move, just take them out. Okay, and then what we're working on is getting that club in a stronger position. Okay, so we can release through the golf ball. Okay, just on that note, you're sequencing the weight shift, hip rotation, leg work, whatever, all good. So I don't need to do that. Once this stuff is fixed, I don't need to now do that. I can just go almost straight into the delivery position, which is really cool. Okay, really, really cool. Okay, so start off with, okay, these are drills. Hope that'll make sense. These are drills. So warm up, okay, it's going to be one-handed only drills. Okay, all right. So what we're trying to do here, just learn some new feels, and plant some seeds for later, as you'll see. All right, you can hit balls. You don't have to, but you can hit balls. At some point we will have to, but you can figure out how you want to do it. So nice setup, narrow stance, nice setup. So right hand first. When you're doing right hand, I'd like the left hand on the shoulder. Okay, and then when you're doing left hand, which you are going to do, I want the hand on the other shoulder, just so you stay in your posture and you sort of keep connected. Okay, so for the right hand, we're just going to do like 5 of each or so. With the right hand, and what we're trying to do, okay, so obviously take it away a little closer, but we're trying to learn to set the club like that and not like that. Okay, so check the angle of the club and the angle of my elbow and forearm and stuff, right? So we're just trying to learn to set the club more upright. Okay, so just little upright sets. Okay, and you can actually strike them surprisingly quite nicely. All right, then left arm. Okay, what we're learning to do, okay, is keep it straight, but also rotate it. Okay, that's what allows the face to stay square on the circle. Okay, but also allows you to keep that left arm straight. Okay, so little half swings, just trying to keep the left arm straight, but also just not on the backswing. Sorry, backswing is going to rotate very little. Just on the downswing, just allow the arm to rotate a little bit. Even if you're hitting little draws, left arm only. Okay. Right. Okay, hit it just gently and just kind of learn it slowly as you go. All right. So that's the little warm up. Okay. Then into, well, second part of the warm up. Okay. Similar type of thing, just getting loose and whatever. So let's do sort of 5 each of those. Okay. All right. And then second half of the warm, I'm just going to do these little L to L wedges. Okay. So it's a really good, solid wedge technique to learn. Okay. Very narrow stance, everything nice and tidy. Okay. Shoulders level. All right. And we're just trying to take the club back and make a little L shape here with the left arm and the shaft of the golf club. Okay. L shape. L shape. Okay, and just kind of let the ball get in the way. Don't overthink it. So really neat and tidy, narrow stance, ball in the middle, shoulders level, nice, smooth tempo, L shape, L shape. Okay. Say at least sort of 8 or 10 of those. Okay, if you want to, you can do sort of 4 lob wedges, 4 sand wedges, 4 gap wedges, something like that. Okay, anything like that will work. All right, do it with those different wedges, yeah? All right? Okay, then swing-wise. So once you've gone through that warm-up, okay, definitely got to work on this takeaway. All right? So, swing with the setup, okay? Right, so we're just trying to get these shoulders level, elbows both level, palms facing each other, then get your grip from there. Just going to sort of stop this. Okay, it's just gone a little bit sloppy. So both arms nice and straight, shoulders level, palms facing each other, then get your grip from there. Okay, so that should kind of take care of your setup to a large extent. Okay, and then what we're trying to do, okay, so you work hard on the takeaway. So what I want to do with the takeaway is, now it's going to be a little bit tricky because your rhythm is going to change, your sequence is going to change. So you're used to shifting weight first, then letting your arms go, then shifting back. Now it's just going to change that, so you just got to figure out your timing. Okay, I think what's going to happen is, okay, the weight shift or the sequencing might just go just a little bit. We'll keep an eye on it, right? Okay, so what we have to work really hard on is when we take the club away, not to shift weight. We're going to shift weight much later in the swing, number 1. Okay, and then number 2, the arms stay, or the hands stay nice and close to the right leg. So we don't get the club head, arms disconnecting and the club head going outside the golf ball. Okay, we keep the club head on line with the ball target line. No weight shift. All right, somewhere there. See that face nice and square. All right, finish and hit it. Okay, so we're rehearsing. This is kind of a lot to concentrate on. You're going to feel horrible, right? Okay, so we're rehearsing palms, elbows, shoulders level, grip the club. We're rehearsing the first sort of meter and a half, right? No weight shift, take it away nicely, everything's good, finish. Okay, even for me it feels weird because that's not really my takeaway, right? So just do it like that. You can see it kind of slowly, yeah, like 60-70%, just trying to learn. Okay, and then the second part, okay, you try and do the same takeaway, all right, with rhythm. Don't go more than sort of 80% for now, with rhythm, and remember to concentrate on the same thing. So don't let the arms and club go outside the line, and don't shift weight. let your weight shift naturally as you're turning your shoulders. Let that weight shift naturally. Okay. So take away. Okay. Right. Okay. So that's your work for this week. All right. Very much, and obviously your sort of full assessment of where we're going to try and go. All right. A lot of the L to L, the setup, the narrow stance, okay, promote good things, but they are going to start helping that move as well. The takeaway is also going to make it harder to sway that little right hip as well. Okay, so that's why we're not touching as, we kind of are without you realizing, but we're not doing it as deliberately, even though it's super important for this week. I want to see how these things react first and show you any differences. Okay, and then I'll know, okay, cool, how much actual deliberate work do we need to do with the pivot? Okay, the pivot is shoulder and hip turn in the golf swing. Simple. Okay, thanks a lot, mate. Go through your warm-ups and your drills exactly like that. Please send me some videos if you can. Okay, and thanks very much. I look forward to it. Talk to you later.